I am back from a 5-month leave from the snow here because I wasn't quite prepared for it. Right now where my truck is down here is about 2 miles from my trailer where it's on my property, and I've been hiking it 3 times a day. Put the pack on and get trekking back to my camp. There. I don't know if you can see it. My deck. Which means we're close to the trailer. We have made it to the trailer. There's my snowmobile, what you can see of it. Back to camp. Rather than digging around, I just step over and call it good. So this is where the snow is really deep here. All right. We will go ahead, cover this, turn the heat up in here. All right, I thought I'd see. So that turned out really nice. Let's see how the bottom looks. Pretty sure it's sticking on the bottom a little. Oh, not burnt. So, still progress. Can't complain about that though. Turned out pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so I can't do a whole lot here because of the snow, so I thought, well, what I could do is I got those white bark pines that I was going to plant. So I got these cartons set up to start them with, and these are the pines that I'm going to replace from the ones I've cut previously for my cabin. Anyways, I'm going to put 2 in each one of these things, and hopefully I'll get better than a 50% ratio. and then we'll give them a couple years to grow. I'll be transplanting them out of this to a bigger one, the ones that do take. I got quite a few seeds. I probably could use another 18 packer. So this thing's got a lot of seeds in it. So far that's what I got out of 1 ounce. Got 3 18 egg cartons with 2 seeds in each pod. So well over 100 seeds is what this will end up being. So that's it for now. And I'll get this all done, get them all put outside, and fingers crossed, I get some plants for the future. Well, thanks for sticking around for this part of the video. Like I said, I have big plans for this year, and one of the plans, of course, I've talked about before, is to get that shed that I started last year finished with a loft in it that I can sleep in this coming winter. So I'll have a wood stove in it, and a loft, and a bathroom. And I'll still be able to access my travel trailer, so I can come up here during the day and cook and stuff like that with the propane. But a wood heat's going to be much more cost effective. I won't have to worry about power too much because I should be able to run off solar pretty good. And I will show you the solar unit I'm using right now. I got a new one over the winter, and I may upgrade it a little bit more just to make sure I have enough power this winter. We'll see. So I purchased a Quonset hut, a 17 by 30. That's another project that'll be arriving here next month, and I will have to assemble that, and I will have to build a garage door for it. And I may build a garage door with a people door in it. I don't know, I haven't quite hammered that out yet. And I've also got to put this thing together by myself, and from what I can see, it usually takes 3 people. But I've got some ideas of a way to use my bucket and forks and make basically an implement on the tops of the forks that will hold the each individual hoop, and then I can lift them up with a tractor, back them into position, and bolt them in place, and hopefully that'll work for me. So we'll see. That'll be coming. The other thing I've got to do is I got to develop my spring down below. I've got a solar system for it that has 800 watts and a pump, and I've got stuff to develop that with a 500-gallon tank. So I'll be doing that this year. Also, I've got to till up the area that I'm going to put my orchard together in. I've got more fruit trees to plant in it. Some of the ones that I had from last year had died, so hopefully this year I can take care of them a little better. And once I get that water system going, that's going to water my orchard as well. So that's the main things I'm going to start with. Then I'm going to get on the cabin foundation build. That's going to be pillars, so I want to also dig those pillars in while the ground is soft. So this spring I will be starting on my cabin foundation and getting that going. I don't know how far I'll get. I may get the foundation done, but I may not get any walls up till next year. I don't know. It's going to be a matter of the fact I got to get the Quonset hut up. That we have a place to put all my equipment. Nothing has to sit out in the weather. That's a place to put materials. I want to order my windows yet for the cabin so I can figure out the cabin walls and how big of logs I need so I don't waste trees. So I've got to get together with this company I found that makes windows, and I can get them all wood framed. So I think they call them double casement. So the double casements on them that will be in pine. And I got to work that out and make sure that it's going to be within my budgeting for the windows. So I do want to put a cellar in underneath where I'm building, so we'll see how that all works out too. It depends on the digging. And access to it will be from inside. So I got a lot of plans this year, and no guarantees I'll get them all done, but I'm going to try my best. Because if I can get all those done, I'll feel like I've made some pretty big leaps and bounds, and then the following year, I'll get all my walls done, hopefully the roof, and then I'll be starting on the interior of the cabin, and we'll go from there. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen what I'm doing, go ahead and look back. You'll see what I'm doing, and my plans have changed from the first video. I've made a few changes, and the Quonset hut's a new plan, but again, using the Quonset hut, I won't be wasting trees on the property, and it'll be a good way to quickly get something up that will protect my truck, my trailers, my utility trailer, my flatbed trailer, my tractor, and any materials that I'm going to use for building. Now, where that Quonset hut's going to go is I've got another road in that's been cut into kind of like a cul-de-sac on my upper 20 acres. We're on my lower 20 acres now. So if I go out here to my driveway and make a right, I'm going to also cut in to my upper 20 acres, a little short driveway. So I have two entrances or two exits, however you want to look at it. But anyways, I'm going to build the Quonset hut in there in a way that later on, if I plan to build a cabin up there, it'll be positioned such that it won't mess that up. And so it's a really nice area that I haven't shown anybody yet, but I will show you when I go to build. So I hope that this will be of interest for all you off-gridders and anybody thinking about it. So please stick around. I got a lot going on this year. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out new videos every Friday. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye.